What is one aspect about this issue that you think the public might not be aware of?
I think that the public probably does not know how serious it is, and this is nothing new. What ultimately changes sometimes is the type of drug that becomes popular. Right now it's heroin and prescription drug. For a while there it was meth. Marijuana's been around for a long time. So a lot of that is what changes. I think that also the public may not understand how burglaries and thefts are tied in. You know, there's people that have drug habits that don't have jobs. And how do they maintain their drug habit? They steal. And they will steal from you. They will steal from your neighbor. They'll steal from their relative. And I think that I try to do the best that I can as far as keeping the public aware of what's going on. And I'm very proud of the statistics, the hard work that the guys have done. I think that the general public doesn't understand how much work it takes to follow up on somebody that calls in a lead on some drug activity. And there's some of that can take up to a year, maybe not even over a year. And the big thing that I think the public needs to know is that everybody that is doing the drug work, they have jobs. This is done after they're out on patrol, after they're sitting at the detective's desk. They put in huge amount of hours and huge amount of time away from their families. And I think I took it personal when these people were being somewhat attacked that not enough is being done. If not enough is being done, then get out from behind your cubicle and stay after your 8-hour shift and help these people. Then you have a right to say that. And I've seen them. I've been out on midnights. I've been out on PM shifts. I've seen them doing their thing and knowing that they probably got a 16-hour day in already. So I think that, the stats show. It shows how aggressive. And some of the things that I have that I looked up is, undercover drug buys. In 04, we had 28. In 05, we had 18. 06, we had 4. 07, we had 5. May of 2008 is when I made a change in administration. We went to 78. We went to 66.
78 for the year, or just as the middle of the year?
78 for the whole year.
For all of 2008.
What change did you make?
Where I moved the 2 lieutenants.
Okay. And those were, which 2 lieutenants are we speaking about specifically? That's Brandner and?
Smith.
Smith, okay.
And that's when, in my last campaign, I said that drugs were a big issue and that I was going to be strong on drugs. And I am. And, we won felony drug cases. In 04 we had 49, 05, 44, 06, 10, 07, 20, 08, 104, 09, 88, and so far this year 53. Our tips, our drug leads, our reports, the people that call in, information, 04 we had 50, 05 37, 06 24, 07 19, 08 186, 09 242, and so far this year 125.
So from those numbers you're saying the problem's not worse, the enforcement or you made a more of a priority, so don't...
Exactly, and the been accused of stopping the multi-jurisdiction. That the last time that was a burn grant. The last time that was written was 2005.
What's a burn grant?
It's
acronym for?
Yeah.
BYRNE.
Yes. And what ultimately what they did is the prior sheriff, evidently there was problems, and I don't know if nobody wanted to manage it or what, but '05 was the last year we had it.
We had one suggesting that there were some issues regarding how to divvy up the proceeds from seizures.
There was, and again, this is me back hearing the rumbling when I was on the road, and some of them felt that, you know, they were used to write the grant, meaning you needed that municipality, but yet none of the proceeds, or very little of the proceeds, were being trickled back down.
To the other departments, yeah.
Right. Other issues that we had, and I know this, was that if you had multiple jurisdictions or municipalities in it, if you were working a drug case in their municipality, it seemed to leak out. And I know that before I was elected sheriff, that was the talk amongst some of our drug unit people. And ultimately what that does is it endangers them. If somebody is leaking it out, and I'm not saying that, you know, other municipalities are going to that person, I'm not saying that, but if they tell somebody that tells somebody that tells somebody, they're finding out, or we're finding out, that they knew that they were being watched, or knew that a search warrant was about to be, so that was an issue. We have an extremely, extremely close working relationship with the PDs, and Portage has been on board with us from day one of me coming into office. And we use their personnel a lot out in the county. And I'm open. The biggest thing right now is it costs money. You know, you still need that personnel to be there to do whatever shift you have them assigned to in your village or your city. And if we're going to be doing our drug stuff at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and this person's done at 10 o'clock, that's going to affect their budget.
Is there a point, though, when you can say that it really is successful because maybe the arrests are down?
It's kind of a catch-22, it seems, because clearly you're making it a priority, so arrests are going up. So how, I think that's to Michael's point, how do you,
I
kind of
don't
get a sense for it, or?
Yeah, I think you have to look at the seriousness of the drug. Recently there was just an overdose death in the county. That's what we need to stop. We need to stop the people misusing prescription drugs. I think for us to be able to say that we're doing a good job is when we're still kicking the weeds as hard as we have been, and our numbers are down. And I think that's, and I've said it before, that's one of the scary things right now. In the past, whenever we've become very aggressive, it's like all some people go, oh, and they just sort of back down. They stay away, they don't do it, you know, they'll go away type thing. They're not doing that.
Go over to the next county.
Yeah, they're not doing that. It's like, here we are, we're gonna do this, you're not gonna catch us. And that's scary. I mean, because how do you prove to those people that, yeah, we aren't gonna catch you? You know, we might not see you do it, but your neighbor will. And we're gonna get information, and we're gonna make sure that we catch you if you're doing something bad. And I've said from day one in my office, if I catch you doing something illegal with drugs, I'm gonna do everything in my power to take away from you what you bought out of drug money. I will do my very best to seize that from you, because I want you to know that people aren't gonna let you go out and buy things that you can't buy off of getting the money illegally and probably hurting somebody else.
I'm curious, too, can you tell if there's a particular population using drugs? Are you picking up the same people again and again?
There's repeat offenders, and again, I don't think our system's correct. There's people out there, whether it's for drunk driving or drug-related charges, that have 3, 4, 5 cases pending, and they're getting arrested again. That's got to stop.